How's it going, guys? Pompxpunk coming at you again with another Pomade review. I've been planning to do this one for the past couple days now. I kind of told myself I'm going to do this review on Saturday, and before I could get to it, Spaceman Quiff actually released a video today of Port City Pomade's new heavy water-based, their new reformulated one, and honestly his review just knocked it out of the fucking park, and it's one of the greatest reviews I've ever seen. So if you're not following Spaceman Quiff and you like pomade reviews, check it out. He's a good buddy of mine. He's very informative. His videos are a little long, but it's worth it. Anyways, I'm gonna give my take on it, kind of everything he said about it. Just watch that video and then take everything he said and pretend that I'm saying it, because I have the same feelings and thoughts that he did. Cool, let's start it up. So, Port City Pomade, I have done a unorthodox heavy water-based pomade review for them. This is their new version, the reformulated version. I have a hair in the lid. Anyways, as you can see, they changed up the label. It now resembles the medium. And I think they're new oil-based labels. As you can see, it's old-time Stockton, California, which is where it's from. Definitely, they just improved everything. And I have used this one already. And while my views of it might not be the same as Jake's, it's not bad. It's not a terrible review. It's opening up. Already you can see a big improvement with the product. Now Jake said that it looked exactly the same as his heavy older version, which I don't see that at all. Mine was very it was a lot more white, and it had specks in it, like brown specks, and it smelled terrible. I don't know what the scent was, but it smelled like paint spackle, like kind of like a submersible. It just kind of had a really weird, strange scent. Now this one is supposed to be orange vanilla, kind of like a creamsicle, and at first I couldn't smell it. I got a really weird scent from it at first, but now, after I've used it and after I've kind of, taken off the top layer, it's definitely a lot more mellow. It's, Jake said that it was a safe scent. It was very calm, very safe, nothing too weird, nothing too strange, nothing out of the ordinary. And I agree with that. It's actually very pleasant. It's very nice. It's not too overpowering with vanilla or orange. Honestly, you can't really even distinguish the two or get very many citrus notes, but it's still very nice. It's very, very calm, very mellow, very warm. Very pleasant. And then scooping it out is honestly, it feels like sponge. It's just cake-like. Cake batter, cake frosting, whatever you want. It's very spongy. Very, I don't know if my camera's gonna pick it up, but it's very textured, okay? Very textured, which was not like the original one at all. The original one was very waxy to me, and if you saw that one, the breakdown was terrible, and that's what you'll hear. That's the census of the old formula, was that the breakdown was terrible. It was very, very hard to do. Thankfully, they have fixed that problem. As you can see, it spreads out very easily in the hands. Rub that in, and what I kind of posted up on EP, a couple pictures of it. It is very, very, I don't want to say clay-like because I've never really tried a clay, but it's definitely textured, kind of gritty, and then when in the hair, it's very, very dry and grippy. It's not a very oily product. Very, it's not even very waxy. It doesn't feel waxy. It doesn't feel oily. It's very grippy, very matte, to me at least. Okay, that's what I'm picking up on it. And it's very easy to, it's very easy to use. Honestly, it's just a very nice pomade. So if you just put a glob of it in your hand and try to spread it around, it kind of moves around in the hand. So make sure you spread it before you break it down. As you can see, you do get a lot of white streaks, but those go away easily. And you can definitely feel it in your hair. Like, well, it's very light in the hair, but when you rub your hands through it, you can definitely feel, like I said, grippy. Okay, it's very textured for some reason. It just feels very dry, very matte, but not very strong, not very heavy. Jake was saying that it's his new favorite pomade, and he says it a lot. No offense, dude. I know everything's great. I know you say it a lot, but I don't see how this could be a favorite of mine. Then again, different strokes, different folks, whatever the term is. It's a very good product. God, his video just blew me away, and I'm trying to talk about everything that he talked about, but it's weird because I don't know how many of you have seen the video, and I'm trying to base my opinion off what his opinion was, and that's not something I should do. To me, this feels very dry. This feels very matte, grippy, textured. What I assume a clay would feel like. Again, haven't used a clay, but that's whatever. Alright, definitely feel it in the hair, very thick. Boom, we're ready to go. Now I've contemplated whether or not I should just stop talking and style and then speed that up in post, because a lot of the reviewers aren't even styling on camera anymore. They're going off screen styling like Jake did in his new video, and I know Michael Bateman's doing. And I think styling on the camera is part of the reviewing process. You know, because now I can tell you that there's virtually no tug and pull. You can see that you get very, very nice, distinct comb lines, which is very nice. And then another thing is I watch videos just to watch people style their hair. And I kind of, you know, when you're learning how to style your hair, or when you first get into pomade, this is kind of like what everyone really says is you watch videos to see how they style their hair and what they did, and what maybe you could improve on when doing your hair. Maybe it's gotten to a point where all the people that watch videos kind of already know how to do their thing, so that's why people feel like they don't need to style on camera anymore. Or maybe I'm just talking too much about nothing. Anyways, right now it doesn't feel like a heavy to me. Now, me and Jake have very different hairstyles. Jake has a different hairstyle than anyone I've ever seen before, really. His quiff is insane. I mean, it's very, very nice, and I fucking love it, honestly. But it's very different than what I have, what anyone else I've seen has. So, to him, he gets a lot of height, he gets a lot of hold, and that's not, I don't get all of that. Maybe I just have a little bit too much, a little bit more hair than he does. Maybe I could have used a little bit more product. Whatever it is, this doesn't feel like a heavy to me. It did not feel like a heavy the first time I used it. I can't compare it to the new medium Waterbased because I haven't tried that one yet, but compared to the old heavy, definitely took it down a lot of notches. Compared to the old medium, pretty on par. I even took out the old medium and I was kind of touching them. This one's a lot spongier than either formulas. And so, I mean, I know that that's not something you should base it off of, but I feel like if your product is not as firm or as hard as, you know, or thick, whatever, when you're just touching it, it doesn't harden back up to that firmness. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ever take a light pomade and push onto it, it you know, your finger goes right through. But if you take a heavy pomade and push onto it, it does not. Because after breaking it down and melting it in your hands, putting it in your hair, it's going to dry up to that initial waxing, that initial feeling. Now with unorthodox water-based pomades, it's very different. You know, it's kind of hard to tell, but that's just something kind of quick that I like to do. Like, hey, how does this feel when it's not melted down? When it's not broken down in my hand or in my hair? How firm is this? How hard is this? It just gives me somewhat of an idea. Now my hair looks pretty good. I might have done my part a little bit too over, and it's actually really hot in here. And if you could tell, I'm kind of hyper, and because I got Death Wish coffee, and my fiance bought me some Death Wish coffee, and I'm not a guy who gets super hyper off coffee. I drink coffee every day, and I've had coffee every day for years. You know, I don't even know if it wakes me up in the morning. It's just something I do. But this stuff really fucking, it gets you alert and jittery. And last night I drank a big old 12-ounce cup of it, and swear to God, cleaned my whole fucking apartment, rearranged the living room around, and had fucking a crazy amount of energy to spare after doing that. So right now I'm going to do this review And then we're actually doing a podcast with Jake and Michael Bateman and a buddy of ours, Will Brandon, just because I wanted to talk about his video. Again, his video is very important to the pomade community. It kind of really talks about everything, reformulations, brewers, all that kind of stuff. Definitely check it out. I'm not the kind of guy to talk about all that kind of stuff in the review, so I will leave it at that. I hope this video is not that long. I'm going to come back maybe tomorrow and finish up how it holds up throughout the day, how it washes out. It is an all-natural product. I believe this is still all-natural. Refined, certified, organic sunflower less than 10%. So I'm not sure. It does not say all-natural anymore. I'll have to talk to the people. Get back to you on that on tomorrow's video that we'll play in a couple seconds. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to people about pomade. Peace. Alright guys, back again. So it's now the next night. I applied it on Saturday, now it's Sunday night. And what I can tell you is that definitely not a heavy hold from this guy. I'm just gonna try to be quick, sum this up real quick. Not a heavy hold, definitely softened up throughout the day. Right now, I did a reapply this morning, so it's technically on a 1-day build-up, and another 2.5, 3 scoops, and it's very soft. Recombing it, you can see, it does not harden up, it does not crunchy, resiles very easily. You know, if I wanted a low style, it's pretty nice. Scent is very subtle, it even fades away after a couple hours. So, Port City, heavy hold water-based, reformulated. They did do a better job with it. It's definitely a fuck ton better than the original water-based, but original heavy hold water-based. But it's not that heavy, and the scent is not preferred by me. I don't really care for it. It's just too soft, too mellow, too not orange creamsicle-y enough. The hold is lacking, as I said before, not a heavy. It's a little greasy after the whole day. Other than that, it is all natural, so it does leave your hair feeling pretty nice. It does have a very clean buildup, and what else? Port City Pomade. Stephen Herder is a super cool dude. Anthony Garcia is a super cool dude, and I mean, much love to them, and I wish nothing but the best for your company. I do think this is definitely a step in the right direction. This is just my final thoughts. This is just some truth. Jake kind of knocked it out of the ballpark with his video on just kind of everything he said about it, but you know, not everyone has the same opinion. Even when I was talking to him last night in the podcast or Twitch stream, he's going on and on about it, and I said, man, you know, you're just one person. Not everyone feels the same way, so that's why I wanted to do my review in my video, and hopefully you take what you can out of this. If you have hair similar to mine, which is kind of thicker, waves to break through, not a very heavy hold. That's all I can tell you. Cool, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and give me a thumbs up, find me on Instagram, give me a like or follow, whatever, and yeah, just keep on keeping on. Keep being cool.